Here we are at Ridge, and got the new batteries in the locomotive now. New lithium batteries running great. Lillian's running the train. We're parking her for the night. I'm gonna play with her for tomorrow too. So here we go. Welcome to Ridge Live Steamers, everybody, on a weekday in December when nobody's here. But we have the whole railroad to ourselves. Be good. All right, Lillian, bring her in. A little more, keep going. That's good. Over and out. And there's Lil. And we're on the famous girder bridge at Ridge. Engine's behind her. And we're gonna take a little spin back to the yard. Milepost 25. What do you think, Lil?
Good.
You like going backwards?
Yeah.
Lil's going backwards. Look at the villages. Miniature village. Going down the hill. Industry over there. Pine forest. This is Ridge Live Steamers when no one's here except us and a few campers. Nobody seems to be running their trains today except me. There's a gazebo at the top of the hill that you can sit in when the meets are happening and all the trains are running. I'm going to take this turn slow. All right. Cranking right along here. There's all the orange groves. And here at Ridge, we're literally on a ridge in the middle of Florida, kind of the sandy spine of the desert. And there is looking east. See how high we are? Yes, there's actually a little bit of hills in Florida. All the orange trees. Here's the track that goes down into this deep valley, and they got it blocked off today, and they need to cut the weeds. It'll be open for the meet, but that's going to be like a 5 or a 6 or a 7% grade. My little speeder could barely make it up it. I don't know about this locomotive, but we won't be able to test that because of the all the weeds. But they do have another hill over here called Farmers Hill, which is probably about 3 or 4%, and my little locomotive made it up that no problem. Cranking along here, huh, Lil?
Yeah.
You enjoying your trip to Florida, Lil?
Yes, I am.
All right, better than being in snow in New Hampshire?
Oh, yeah.
Here's the long straightaway called Rich Valley. Cruising along here. We'll give it some throttle and see what you can do. Here we go, full speed. Cranking right along. About 9 miles an hour. Alright, that's enough. It's scary fast on this little 7.5-inch track. Anyway, up to milepost 40. That's scale mile 40. You can see 41's just past it a few hundred feet. 1/8 scale, so that must be 1/8 of a mile. That kind of doesn't seem right, but that's how they have it marked. That's already 1/8 of a mile. I don't know. So here's all the campers, where all the campers stay. There's the back of mine right there, the GeoPro. And coming around this curve. There's the G-scale layout up on that hill, and the clubhouse and the steaming bays. And this crossing actually has signals that light up. All right. Coming through the Sat yard. This is where I parked the train last night, charged it up. They got power here. Also needs a little brush spray. I'm sure they'll have this thing looking beautiful by the February meet. There's another shot of the gazebo on the hill. All right. Will, want to go back home early and enjoy the snow?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want to. It's cold.
All right. The adventure continues. Another storage facility with 9 tracks. Coming around the bend here, get a good view of the trestle or girder bridge that we started. Not that one. That's the Sinking Springs spur line. There's the bridge we're on. And this down here is Sinking Springs. See? Sink and Springs. Sink and Springs. Sinking Springs State Park. We can stay here at the state park, Lil. Sinking Springs. All right, we're coming back around. Coming back around and coming through Summit Junction. Lots of industry here, model buildings. This is a station with little benches. Pretty cool stuff. There's a little speeder locomotive covered up. Some more locomotives covered up. A bunch of houses and barns that house all these, all the members' locomotives. It's amazing, middle of the winter here where it's so beautiful out, that there ain't more members just here enjoying themselves. I guess they like to socialize at the meets, so running by yourself, I guess, isn't as much fun. It is nice though to have have the track all to yourself. You don't have to worry about signals, stopping, or anything. Just go where you want, as much as you want. That's what Lil said, right?
Yep.
You like it better when it's empty?
Yep.
Okay. Kind of coming back into the center of the town there where all the action happens, all the clubhouse and all the different yards with everybody's members' trains. Here's the Owl House, where the owl was last year, but he's not there right now. I don't know what's going on. We do have a railroad speeder over there that the owner of this house recently purchased and he's going to restore. Have this little display there. There's a bird in the tree there chirping. So now we're coming into the Yeehaw Y and the yard over here. This is where we're going to put away this riding car we're using that they let us borrow, and then pack up the train, be leaving Bridge in the morning for Fort Myers to spend Christmas with our relatives, and play a lot of music with the country band I befriended. Johnny Lambert and Barstool Rodeo. So we're gonna stop here and put the car away in that little barn D over there. So say goodbye, Lil.
Bye.
Please like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know when the next one is coming out. We're not planning on hitting any railroads for a while now. Maybe a music video, possibly, I don't know. Over and out, and as always, Thanks for watching. Oh, and one more thing. From us to all our viewers and subscribers, Lillian and I and our doggies would like to wish you a very
Merry Christmas.
and a very happy New Year. So we'll see you next year. Over and out.
Bye.
But wait, there's still more. At Ridge, we must run our little G-scale live steamer. And here she is, the little Cheddar, number 3. Come on, Cheddar. Here she goes. Come on, follow along, Will. Over the bridge. It's the Donkey Creek Railroad. Pulling into the station. Come on over here, Lil. Cheddar is at the station. And here she comes. Going around the bend. Off into the sunset she goes. Goodbye, Cheddar. All right, folks. See you next time. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year once again. Over and out. But there's still more. The little speeder that could. Yep. Even got to run the little speeder that could with the headlight on, going along, off into the sunset. See you next year.